Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you how to do a super easy money glitch in Need for Speed Heat. You can get millions per minute using this glitch depending on what car you use. So first off, what you're going to want to do is just load up the game like you usually would. Once you load in, you're just going to want to play solo. And then once you're in your garage, you're just going to want to exit to the daytime. So once you're in free roam, you're just going to want to fast travel to the dealership. Now if you are doing this for the first time and you're testing if it works, you're going to want to use a very cheap car, like the cheapest one in the game, which is like 18,000, just to make sure it works. But I'm going to go with the most expensive car I can buy right now, which is the Ferrari F40. Buy that. You're going to send it to your garage, and you're just going to fast travel right back to the garage. Once you're at your garage, you're just going to want to enter. Also, the reason why I'm just recording using my phone instead of screen recording is because I'm on Xbox, and you can't screen record outside of the game, and this glitch involves closing the game, so that's not really going to work here. So showcase, you're just going to want to find the car you just bought. In my case, it's right here. And then you're going to want to bring up the menu where you can sell the car. And then what you're going to want to do is pretty important. You're going to go and turn off your internet. It doesn't matter what platform you're on. This will work for all platforms. But just disconnect your console from the internet. So as you can see, I'm disconnected. Reopen the game. And then you're going to sell the car. And then you can see the money that you get back isn't the exact same that you paid for it, because that's just kind of hard how selling cars works. And then you're going to go back here. You're going to turn the internet back on. And on Xbox, you have to wait for it to reconnect. So you just kind of wait for those buttons to light up, which they did. Then reopen the game. And then you're just going to exit to day or night. It doesn't really matter. And once you're out in free roam, just open up the pause menu. And you're going to want to hit go online. But this is really important. This is where you're going to hit the glitch correctly. And it's all about timing. So I'm going to put a picture of it on the screen right now. But when you hit go online, there will be two blue bars that appear. And then that is your cue to close the game as fast as you possibly can. So I'm going to do that right now. So it's going to say establishing connection. And then just give it a second. And then if you're on Xbox, pulling up the sidebar menu pauses the game. So your timing is a little more relaxed. But I think I hit it pretty good there. It doesn't have to be perfect exact, but on PC, you're going to have to hit it. You're going to want to hit Alt F4 as soon as you press that. And then you just load up the game like normal. And then you're going to try to sign in. And then if you did it correctly, the game, after it connects, it should throw item synchronization failure. So I'm probably going to get it. Yep, new item synchronization failed. You're just gonna accept that. That's what's supposed to happen. And then this is where you're gonna get money. As you can see, my money already went up because the game is confused. I started with 1.5 million, and then it went down to 1.3 after I sold that Ferrari, and now it's up to almost 1.7. So now what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna go back into network and settings, go offline, and then wait like a second or two, and then reopen the game, wait a couple seconds on here, and you're going to want to make sure you see the connection lost every time, but don't accept that yet. That's important. And then go back to network, turn it on again, and then wait a couple seconds before reopening the game. Obviously for it to connect. As you can see, it just reconnected. And this is the part where my money is going to go up. So I'm going to reopen the game, accept the error, and you're gonna wanna hit go online. Obviously, if your internet's slower like mine, it will take longer. And it will give you the same error again, but I'm at over 2 million now. And I'm gonna quickly do it again for you. And this is why you have to see that offline thing every time, otherwise it's just gonna bring up Need for Speed Unbound, which Heat's better, in my opinion. So turn off the internet, wait a few seconds, reopen the game, it'll say connection lost. Actually, no, you wanna wait on that screen for a couple seconds, and then go back to the settings, reconnect, once that reconnects, just wait a second, reopen the game, accept the error, hit go online again. So you can see I'm about 2 million. I'm gonna hit go online, and we're gonna watch this in action one more time. So since I'm using the F40, I'm gonna get about 350K every time I use this. But if you're pretty far along in the game, you can use like the McLaren P1. Yeah, you can see I'm at 2.4 million now. And it gives you the same error every single time. And you know, I'm gonna do it one more time just to make sure you understand what needs to happen. Like right from that screen, you go right back into the settings, turn it off, wait a couple of seconds, then reopen the game, see the error, go right back in, and you can start to get in the flow of this and do it really fast, and you can get millions per minute using this. So yeah, just wait for it to connect real quick. Give it a few seconds. Reopen Need for Speed Heat, accept the error, and hit go online. Sometimes it will say like you need to sign into EA, and it can say that like 10-15 times. If you just keep clicking through it, eventually it will kind of give up, and then it will give you the item synchronization error. But there's nothing wrong with that. That's happened to me several times, but it just keeps working. Yep, item synchronization failed. I'm at almost 2.8 million now. So yeah, you could just keep rinsing and repeating this as many times as you want. And that's pretty much how you get infinite money in Need for Speed Heat. Thanks for watching. I am not the original, I did not discover this, so I will link the original video and creator down in the description. I credit pretty much all of this to him. But thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and have a great day.